Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Qbear back again with FluidDruid.net to bring you the Heroic Sinestra and kind of the Basstridan-No Twilight. Basically, to pull, we do use the hunter. He's gonna run up there, hit him in feign death really quick. It's gonna allow all the melee to get in position while this boss is respawning. If you use your potion on the Call Flames cast, and that's just gonna do as she comes out of the lava, that does count as a pre-pot, so you'll be able to get your second pot off at the end of the fight there in phase 3. There is so many different abilities that this boss has, and they all happen just right on top of each other. So even though I'm going to be talking pretty much this entire video, just know the fight is really quick, especially for an end game fight. It's actually pretty easy too, definitely a lot easier than Chogo. So basically the question everybody has is, can you shred this boss? The answer to that is yes. If you look to the far right, you'll see our Death Knight tank hanging out over there where it looks like he's about to fall into the lava. Basically the far right or far left, if you have your tank standing there, then the other side you'll be able to get your rogues, your ferals in there for shreds and backstabs. Let's see, the first ability I want to go over is Wreck. It's a 60-second debuff that's going to do more damage the longer it stays on any one target. So basically, target 1 gets it, let's say it goes to 10 seconds before all of a sudden the healers just can't keep them up anymore. You dispel that, it'll now become 2 50-second debuffs. So basically every time you dispel, it's going to split and double. 2 will then become 4, 4 will become 8, all the way until you just run out of timer. Phase 2, and you'll see that priest style, which is kind of funny. Peace, priest. Anyway, phase 2, we run all the whelps to the back corner of the room. The reason we do this is every time you kill a whelp the first time, it's going to drop a purple pool on the ground, and that purple pool will rebirth any whelp that also dies in that purple pool. So basically, we kill them, they drop their purple shit on the ground, they all res, we kill them again, there's no more purple stuff to worry about. In phase 3, however, that purple pool will actually grow and will start to take up the entire battlefield here. So it's important to kill them all on top of each other instead of just having purple pools kind of staggered all over the room, just growing all over the place. So in phase 2, you're splitting your raid up. You'll have a range group on that egg over there, a range group on this egg over here, and then you have your melee back where I'm just kind of bouncing around. You have all your healers healing up the friendly NPC that I just targeted, with your Sinestra tank picking up the large dragonkin that are going to be flying in and just kind of holding them by the healers so you can get some healing as well. These spike callers, they have a cast that needs to get stopped, however it can't be kicked. And you cannot stun these ads, or they gain a buff to where nothing will work on stopping that cast, and it'll just be crazy raid damage if that cast ever goes off. Different abilities that do work: Feral Cat's Maim, as well as Rogue's Gouge and Hunter's Scatter Shots are the things that I've seen personally work. However, I'm sure there's other things that do work that I'm just not aware of. I have 2 rogues, both glyph their Gouge. They can handle the ads indefinitely. So basically, that's how we do it. We just have them trading back and forth. Anybody who plays a rogue knows all about kicking, so they're pretty used to it by now. Here, your healers are healing the friendly NPC up to raise his health, which is going to give him more awesome magical powers to drain Sinestra's mana, which is going to give your range time on the eggs. Basically, after enough of Sinestra's mana is depleted, she releases her protective barrier on the eggs. Phase 2 ends when both eggs reach 0 HP. The quicker you hit phase 2, the better, because you're just leaving yourself for missed opportunity for kicks. Of course, your Sinestra tank is picking up these very big dragons. You don't need them holding 3 or 4 of those things. You really only want them getting 1 or 2. When phase 3 starts, your friendly NPC will die. Before he dies, he gives you the 3-minute debuff that increases your haste, as well as mana regen. I'm sorry I'm talking really fast, but there is so much to go over for this fight. It's ridiculous how short this fight is compared to the amount of crap that's going on. Anyway, you get that haste buff. So you're just going to go do awesome, crazy, super ludicrous single target DPS. If you're trying to rank on this fight, you just want to shred whelps the entire time. However, for progression purposes, you really just want to only kill whelps whenever there's 2 whelp sets on your whelp tank. Basically, 2 sets will keep the purple shit on the ground really under control. If you kill whelps as they spawn, like a lot of guilds do, I'm sure you've seen Sinestra videos where their entire just back area is completely covered in purple stuff. They got purple stuff almost reaching the melee by the point they kill the boss. That's ridiculous. I don't know why people do it that way. If you kill them in sets of 2, you'll have your purple stuff in a really small, actually controlled area. I don't get targeted with an orb here. However, if you were to see me run out at any given time with an orb, we have our purple stuff really under control. You'll see here that I actually run over to swipe these whelps. What happens is we have a select group of range killing the 2 sets of whelps that are taken to the back to lay their purple crap on the ground. Once they die, our whelp tank runs to the front because he maintains all the aggro he has, and then the raid just turns and burns the whelps. Basically, after you kill a set of whelps, the next set of whelps will begin to spawn. So after we kill the 2 sets of whelps, the 3rd set automatically spawns instead of just waiting for the normal whelp timer, which is really why you need the entire raid to turn and burn the whelps. Speaking of these purple orbs that you keep saying, what's going to happen there is the orb will spawn and then target somebody with a beam. It's going to connect themselves to that orb. That beam doesn't give a debuff to that player, so the way we handle that is we make an L with our raid group. We have our main tank there in the intersection of the L. We have all the melee spread across the bottom as you see me, and then we have our range and the healers going back to the top toward where we killed that first set of whelps that you saw me in the back with. That's so everybody can spread out along that surface area, really just see the orbs connecting to each other. The beam that connects the player to the orb is completely safe for people to run through. The beam that connects the orb to the orb is a lot more dangerous. If you get hit by that, you're actually going to die. So just be aware. Mage's mirror images, things like Rogue's Cloak will actually mess up the orb's targeting system, and that's why right now you can see that orb just kind of piecing, just hopping wherever it wants to hop. So make sure if mages and rogues and stuff aren't doing anything that drops threat here. Gotta show them that when you're running with the orb, you're making a semicircle so that you want to basically end up right back on the boss once you're done running with your orb. It's just max DPS. You really need to try to get this guy below 25% before your buff wears off, and then you're in really good shape to kill this boss. The flame breaths aren't really too big here in phase 3. The flame breaths will come out. However, if you don't have rack on yourself, you're not taking any other damage, so there's plenty of times for your healers to heal you up. After your buff wears off, the flame breath's going to be a lot more dangerous. You're going to need to rotate tranks, everything you can do to really just make sure you're not letting anybody get hit by the full force of that flame breath, because it's going to be a lot slower healing the entire raid up. As long as you can handle all that ludicrous amount of stuff. I'm pretty sure I covered all the boss abilities. Just know you can shred. That's pretty much the whole reason I made this video. Yes, you can shred. Look, I'm shredding. Alright, so everybody be happy and joyous about that. I mean, this is it, the final boss of tier 11. Of course, I still got a couple more videos I gotta come out with, so be looking out for those. I know I was talking a lot here. There's just so much to cover for this one. But definitely, I'm Qbear with FluidDruid.net, and I'll see you guys on the next boss kill.